Hello, how are you? My name's Emma. I'm going to help you make some artwork kind of based around Hospital School's theme of respect this term and also around the changing seasons. So we can have respect for people and their cultures and their beliefs. We can also have respect for the planet, can't we? And nature. And have you noticed how it's really feeling autumnal now? The clocks have changed, haven't they? And it's darker in the evening and all the leaves are changing colour on the trees and starting to fall off. So let's make a piece of artwork that kind of respects the changing of the seasons. We're going to make a lovely autumnal sun catcher to put in our windows. We're going to be thinking about different things today. We're going to be thinking about things that are opaque, that you can't see through, things that are transparent, that you can see through, and we're going to be thinking about silhouettes as well. Don't worry, we'll cover all of those. But if I turn my light box on, woo, you can see my autumnal sun catcher. Can you see my silhouette of my toadstool in the middle there? Okay, so we've got opaque paper, transparent tissue paper, and the silhouette, which means just the outline. The outline gives you all the detail. There's no detail in the middle. The outline gives you the shape of that toadstool. Okay, shall I show you how to make one? I'll turn my camera down here. Well, first of all, we'll have a think about artists who like this season and painting seasons. So there's an artist here. This is called David Goddard, and he does amazing book illustrations. And look, this is his illustration for autumn time. There are still some flowers left flowering. There are a couple of butterflies and moths flying around, some toadstools and fungi, and all the trees are changing colour, aren't they? The leaves are changing colour. And what else is he drawing? He's drawn lots of seed pods because plants produce lots of seeds for next year at this time of year. And also lots of berries because they have lots of pips and seeds in, and that will help the plants to spread and grow. Right, so we're using this as our inspiration. We're thinking about the leaves that fall off the trees at this time of year. We call those sorts of trees deciduous. They lose their leaves. So I've done an oak leaf, wibbly wobbly oak leaf. You might want to do a more simple leaf. I've drawn it in white pen here so you can see it, but you can draw it in grey pencil, that will be fine. So let's cut out this shape. So if you choose a simpler leaf, obviously it's going to be much simpler to cut out. But what I think you should always do is fold your paper in half to get in, cut along where the main line of the vein of the leaf is, and that will help you to cut around all the wiggly bits if you've got a really wiggly shaped leaf, okay? So I'm cutting this out quite quickly. You can take your time, okay? There we are, come to the point at the top of the leaf. Cut out this bit. So we're going to make like a little window, and this black paper is opaque. We can't see through it. So when we put it up on the window, you can't see through it. We're going to then put some of this sticky back plastic on it. If you haven't got sticky back plastic, which is transparent, you could use some tracing paper, couldn't you? That's almost as good. That's almost transparent. I'm going to stick it over there. You don't want it to stick to the table too much though, so peel it off, flip it over. Now if you want to, you could cut out a little silhouette. What have I got here? On my other one here, I've got a little hedgehog. Look at that. Yeah, quite cute. But what else could you do? You've seen my toadstool. I could make a bigger one and put in here, couldn't I? So cut out your shapes. You could do a squirrel. You could do, what have I got here? An acorn. You could do an owl or a bat. Any sort of animal or living thing that makes you think of autumn. You could do a bunch of berries. Or you could do some more smaller leaves, couldn't you? Right, so I'm going to stick my mushroom on here now, my toadstool. Shall I turn it around that way? There we are. I'm going to put it in the middle. So we call this now a silhouette because it doesn't matter about the middle of the shape. It's the outside of the shape that gives it its detail and makes it recognisable as a toadstool. Now, all this gap around here that we can see through at the moment, we're going to use some tissue paper and fill up that gap with tissue paper. Now, tissue paper is like semi-transparent, isn't it? We can just about see through it when we hold it up to the light. So I'd use some autumnal colours if I were you. Some oranges, some yellows, some browns, some reds, and fill up all the gaps. Doesn't matter if you go over the edges because we're not going to see it on the other side, are we? It's going to be completely covered up. Oh, that is a long bit. There we go. Put that on there. And keep on going until you're finished filling up the window of your leaf shape. Okay. Again, I'm doing this quickly. You can take your time doing this. And keep going all the way around. If I run out of tissue paper, I think I have. All right, well, you'll have to imagine then that I've filled up the rest of my leaf, like this one over here. So there we go. If I put the light on and hold it up, there we go. You can see that I've got a really strong silhouette of my leaf shape there. And my really strong silhouettes of my mushrooms. And then I've got some lovely colours from the tissue paper. Okay, that's better. You can see it better, can't you now? Right, have fun and see what autumn inspired artwork you can make. Bye bye.